Welcome to part two of Change, Living Well with and Through It. Just to recap, in part one, you have considered what you are living through in terms of massive change in your life. And I don't mean that something simple. I'm talking about a move, losing a job, getting a scary diagnosis. And so in part one, we went over the stages of grief that Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and I actually worked to put together into a positive way of living. Shock, anger, denial, or let's make a deal, sadness, awareness, acceptance, and hope. And so these 6 stages have been discussed in part one. Now we're moving into Dr. Bernie Siegel's work, which was actually based on his cancer work and the notion of being an exceptional patient. I moved that work as I read Dr. Siegel's many books, as I went through chemo and moved out of being a patient to post-cancer life. I found that his work was a real way of living for being a non-victim in terms of what happens in our life. Now, there is a big question that usually comes up in my workshops on why I even talk about stages of grief when someone isn't dying. So I'd like to address this big question that actually eases me into the idea of being an exceptional person about what happens in your life. And this integration of what I've learned in these 2 bodies of work has helped me in a very practical way on how to live well and through anything that happens to us, myself and my family.